Well, it's so easy to miss all that free tax help and free services that are available to get you out of these problems that you have with the IRS or coming up to standards so you get all your stimulus money and all that kind of stuff. So I put together for you a whole listing of places. Now, this is going to take work. See, there's not, unfortunately, programs are complicated. Your situation is probably complicated. So there's no one place to do. And what the issue comes down to, you have to really contact a whole bunch of people to find the stuff that works for you. And you just never know. And it's going to take phone calls. And it's better to use the phone than just going around and clicking on websites and seeing what's there. Now, I put together a whole bunch of stuff for you. Here is 3 reports that report on all the tax help that is available that I've done. I mean, there's everything. There's free legal help if you get audited. The IRS, if you make up to like $75,000 or something like that, they have free services all over the country to do that. They have free help if you get audited, all these kinds of things. And also they have programs where you only have to pay 10% of what you owe to the government. Now, if you're watching this I'm doing this for a member of Irs Help, but if you're watching it on YouTube, I have the link to that report you could download for free. So even if you didn't pay me money, that's okay. But I wanted to make sure the member gets all this information and knows how to use it. Now, in addition to looking for free legal help, and I give you all this stuff for taxes, in addition to looking for tax help, free tax help, you should also look for free legal help because they'll know how to get the taxes done for free for you. So if you click, particularly if you're a woman, so if you're a woman, there's a lot of special legal help for women. So you could just Google free legal help for women, like here. There's a Pace University has Pace Women's Justice Center at the law school. So you'll find places like that. And that's what to click on. And only click on something that is a .gov or a .org. Or maybe a .edu, I guess it is, for education. Yeah, edu. So they're the only places you want to look. Otherwise, you're going to get some high-priced lawyer who's going to talk you into doing something, or they'll talk you into doing things that they get a percentage of what they save you. You don't have to do that. No. You have to get all the money yourself. You can afford it. If you're a fat cat, fine. But if you're not, no. You just do a little more searching and getting on the phone. Now, here's another one. womenslaw.org. Okay, now this is in New York. Now, maybe it's not exactly you live somewhere outside of New York, and I think you as the member, you live in Albany, but they would know other sources. See, and you only know that by calling. It's sort of like you call me or ask me for how to get free money, because I spend my whole day looking for free money programs, right, to help people. So it's better to call me, and I could point you a lot better than anything that you'll try to search in Google. Sure, everything I find will be in Google, but you have to know what to say. It's not called free money to get my ass cleared. There's no get my ass cleared website. Or if there is, it's not giving free money. Okay, now here's a whole bunch of other programs like that. Okay, now the other thing too is I just noticed that in New York, they have a women's commission. And these are wonderful sources for sources of free money and help and everything for women in the state. Every state has it. And when you go to the Women's Commission for New York, it is not just, you can't find any contact information. They have all this stuff and all the wonderful things they do, but you can't find out how to get anything from them. So, but I found that the secretary to the governor is more or less like the head of this thing, and she's sort of like the secretary that works for the governor. So I have the listing for her sources. Her address is public information. Her phone number is public information. So you just call her. She'd be sympathetic to you as a woman that is getting screwed by the system, because that's what she's doing with this commission or whatever. And that's why these women's commissions are wonderful places, to contact for help. So they'll know of sources. I mean, this person works for the government. So even if you just leave a message, that's great, because she'll maybe just give it to somebody else to call you back to try to help or something. This is what elected officials do. So this is the kind of help that is really necessary. Oh, and here it is. Here's the listing here. See, Melissa DeRosa, and there's her phone number right there in the governor's office. She isn't there. Okay, now the other thing you do is go to 211. And for where you live. Now, for up in Albany, it's 211lifeline.org. And if you go there, then what to do, see, is you're looking for tax help. Now, if they have tax help, fine, put in tax help and do that. But I see what they have: income and support, employment, public assistance, temporary. Well, here, see, if you don't have a source for tax help, you go legal services. They all have that. So you click on legal services. Now here you have in your area all these things that are free legal help. Okay, tenants. So this is what you want, and you start calling them: benefits assistance, legal help. Okay, maybe that's it, and just call away. These are all free. Every source in here is free. Okay, they don't charge you any money. So even if they're not exactly to you, so you have family law, okay, maybe that's it. I mean, you don't want custody, divorce, or anything, but you got to solve the tax problem. See, but if they are in a great position to know who helps with taxes, okay? Because they're helping all kinds of problems every day with people like you, okay? And so maybe not exactly. So you have to not look for a specific answer. I want to date someone green. Well, that's going to be hard. You just have to start finding the people available to date. Yeah. And then you say, okay, you can't help me, but who do you think can? And that's how you use this system and get the most out of it. Going around in Google, man, you'll never get it. You see, these are the people know this stuff and they help you. Let's see if we put tax in here. Near Monroe County, taxes. It's not letting you lawyer referral service. No, you don't want that. Let me see if there's a way to put taxes. Legal, find what? Okay, serving taxes. Let's see. Okay, New York State Department of Tax, town clerk's office, like financial services, people, property tax services. These are like people are collecting taxes. Debt relief, USA. Well, there's 4. Maybe go through that list. Maybe there's a free tax, Cuyahoga County, cash for Cuyahoga. Oh, that's sort of interesting. Life skills services. Oh, maybe that's it. This is life skills. You need peer support. See, that's all. You just get an idea how you can make whatever is there work taxpayer assistance. Okay, try that. That's the Rochester, New York. You live in that area, call them. Hey, okay, if they say, oh, that's too complicated, we don't do that. Well, ask them where else. Rochester Financial Empowerment Center. Okay, they must do a lot of that stuff. So ask them. Just call them up. That's the only way you get it. Town service. I don't know what the hell that is, but community services, SWI. Hey, well, they probably do it. They're open from 10:30 to 1:30. Okay, give them a call. Advocacy group, legal services for Central. See, you just call, man, call. It may not be right on the button, but you're never going to find right on the button, because right on the button is not your button. It's another, they call it something else. So that's why it's really fishing around. You bid you land a fish. No, it's not the right one, wrong size. You throw it back in the ocean and keep fishing. That's what this service is. That's what you got to do to win this game. If you don't do something like this, man, you're going to just keep going around in circles and nowhere. So get on closest you can for possibilities and talk to them.